Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. Hello everybody, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Good evening everybody, good evening, good evening. Good evening guys, good evening. Is there any problems with the audio or the video, guys? Please let me know. Everything is clear. Okay, that's great, Neeraj, to hear. Okay, great. Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. So, how was your day, guys? How was your day? Turn on the lights. Okay, just give me a second. I will just turn on the lights as well. Give me a second. Okay, I think so now everything should be much more clear. Okay. So, how was your day, guys? Going tough. Okay. Good so far. Okay. Good. Great. Revising day, sir. Okay. Fantastic. That's great. As usual, boring. Okay. Okay. So are you guys have you guys started to practice C++, guys? Please do let me know. Have you guys started to practice C++? Please do let me know, guys. Have you guys started to practice C++, guys? Please do let me know. I was traveling the whole day, finally stable right now. That's great, Neeraj. Good. So some of you have started with C++. See, my suggestion to you would be every day at least take out 1 hour of your time and devote it to at learning C++. If you are devoting 1 hour of your time in 10 days maximum, you will be able to cover up the entire C++ as a programming language. And after that, you will be able to start with data structures and algorithms, and slowly and steadily you will be able to go into the realm of computer programming as well. Okay, just at least try to start with 1 hour per day, then increase that time to 1 hour 30 minutes, then increase that to 2 hours. Okay, at most take up 2 hours 30 minutes, not more than that to this. So slowly and slowly you will start inculcating the habit of sitting for like 3 hours and giving up a test as well, because at a later point of time most of your examinations that will be there for different companies in computer programming will be either of 1 hour or 3 hours. So you need to make sure that slowly and steadily you are able to develop and inculcate the habit of sitting for 3 hours and preparing for and giving these coding examinations. So you have to think for the entire 3 hours itself. So try to make sure, start small, start with just 1 hour, go with 1 hour 30 minutes, then go with 1 hour 45, 2 hours, 2 hours 30 minutes, then 3 hours. Don't go more than that. Okay, start with C++ as soon as possible, guys. Do not waste your time. Okay, if you are thinking that I'm in my first year itself, there's a lot of time on my hands. The 7 people who got placed into Google from our end this time, all of them started their journey in the first semester of the first year itself. That is how early they started. Because see, programming is all about practice. The more that you practice, the better that you would be at it. Okay, so you need to make sure that the more amount of time that you invest, the more early that you start, okay, the easier it is to crack the big companies. Okay, the more late that you start, the less time that you give, it becomes harder to crack good companies. Okay, then you will go with mid-tier companies itself. And if you're not even starting it, then at the end you would either not be placed or you'll be going with TCS Infosys, and that is not what we want. So try to make sure that you are able to give at least the bare minimum time to study this. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Great. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, so in today's class, what we are going to do is pretty and simple. We are going to see how to print a linked list. Okay, that is what we want. Okay, if we have been given a linked list, how to make a piece of code that is able to print it out. Okay, so let's get started right away. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so I've opened up the live chat as well. Let's get started with linked list. So are you Bengali? No, I'm not Bengali. Okay, so first of all, what we want to do at the end of the day is that we have been given a normal linked list right now. Okay, so right over here, let's take up an example of a linked list. First of all, we have been given a linked list, so it will look something like this: 10, 20, 30, 40, null, and you are having your head pointer right over here. Okay, so usually your entire like linked list would appear somewhat like this. Okay, not a lot of difference right over here. It would be very easy as well. Okay, so now what we want to do is that we want to print this entire like linked list out. Okay, as simple as that. So for that, the function that we are going to create will be print list, and then we are going to pass on our head node. Okay, because we only have the access to our head node itself. The rest of the nodes we don't know. Okay, we only have the access to the first node that is there, that is the head node that is there. Okay, a head pointer that is there. We don't know anything else about anything else. Okay, anything else about the linked list we don't know that. So we are going to pass on our head node inside our print list. Now this print list function, what is the aim? Like why, what is the aim of this particular function, guys? Can somebody let me know? What is the aim of this particular function, guys? Can somebody let me know? Can somebody let me know, guys? What is the aim of this particular print list function? Can you guys let me know, guys? To print the linked list. That's absolutely clever, guys. To print the linked list. Now to print a linked list, do we need to return something? Okay, is there anything that is getting changed about that linked list? Is there something that is getting returned back to us? It's just printing it out, am I right? There's nothing that is getting returned back to us. There's nothing that is happening right over here. Okay, so due to that particular fact, okay, this particular function, as it is not returning anything, okay, it's just printing it back. Okay, there's nothing that is getting changed about that linked list. So this particular print list function will be of type void. Okay, just like previously when we were building functions, we were building them in like int. Okay, because it was returning the size of the array as the answer. Okay, but right over here nothing is getting changed, nothing is getting returned back from the function itself. If that is the case, then we just have to return void. Okay, we have to return void, that this particular function does not return anything, it returns void. Void is like emptiness. Okay, the meaning of void in English is like emptiness. Okay, so it does not return anything back to us. So the type of this particular function is void right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great. So now, while defining this particular function, of course, the head itself is of type node pointer. So it's a node star head that needs to be sent via this particular function right over here. So declaring this function would be something like void print list node star head, and then you will be having your entire code inside of this particular function. Now first, of course, you will be starting off with a pointer that points to the head. Okay, that's equivalent to the head. You need a temporary pointer. So just like the iterator that was there when we were dealing with arrays, if you guys remember it correctly, we had that I right over there that we used to iterate through the entire array. Do you guys remember it? Please let me know, guys. Do you guys remember the I? Okay, so for I is equals to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. So I was a temporary variable that we created to go through each and every index of the array itself. Do you guys remember that? Please let me know, guys. Do you guys remember that I that we created as an iterator, a temporary iterator that we used to iterate through the index values of the arrays? Similar to that, right over here, we are going to create a pointer iterator. Okay, we are going to create a pointer iterator. Now we are going to create the pointer iterator that will be equivalent to head. Okay, we'll be creating a curr as a current pointer. Okay, temporary pointer that we have created to be equivalent to head. Okay, and this is the pointer that we will be moving further, because head, we cannot change the position of head. Okay, head needs to point to the first element of the array itself. So that is the of the linked list itself. So that is the reason why we are going to create a temporary iterable pointer that we are going to move further every time to get the new elements itself. So to declare that inside code, we are going to write node star. Okay, we are going to write node star curr. Okay, curr is equals to head. Okay, is equals to head right over here. So we have created a node pointer of the name curr, that basically means current pointer. Okay, which has its initial value equivalent to head, that is the first element that is present inside our linked list. Okay, now guys, for example, if I'm moving my curr like, I can get the data. So if I want to print the data of the current pointer, okay, if I want to print the data of the current pointer, what do I have to write? I just have to write cout less than curr, and then data. Are you guys able to understand this? If I want to print out the data, okay, if I want to print out the data of the current pointer, okay, then I just have to write cout less than curr ka data. Am I right, guys? And if I want to, so this is basically what you want to do. Okay, this is basically what you want to do. Now after doing this, if you remember, guys, there were three particular conditions when you were creating a for loop. First was I is equals to 0. So right over here we are having curr is equals to head. Okay, so we have initialized it. Then we had I is less than n. Okay, if you guys remember it, we had I is less than n. That was the second condition. And then we are having I plus plus. Now once we have done something, that is cout is less than curr ka data, then if I want to move curr to this particular position, okay, if I want to move curr to this particular position, what is the code that I will be writing, guys? Can somebody just think about it? What is the code I want to write to move curr from here to here? What is the code that I should be writing, guys? Can somebody just think about it? Just think about it. We have already learned about it in our yesterday's class. Can somebody think about it? What code should I write to move curr from 10 to 20? No, curr plus s won't work. Yes, the Rahul has written it correctly. That is curr is equals to curr ka next. Okay, so to move the pointer, what you have to write is curr is equals to curr the next. Okay, so this is how you are able to move the pointer to the next particular position. So your I plus plus will be replaced by curr is equals to curr the next. Okay, that will be replaced by this. Now at what condition should I stop my loop? When should I stop my loop? Can somebody let me know? When should I stop my loop? Okay, at what particular condition is that I don't want to print anything? Can somebody let me know at which condition, at which value of curr will I don't want to like print anything? Can somebody let me know, guys? Yes, that's absolutely clever. When the value of curr reaches, like by after doing null, 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 null many a times, when the value of curr reaches null, okay, I don't want to do anything. So the value of curr should not be equal to null. Okay, so curr should not be equal to null right over here. That will be our condition at which we don't want the loop to continue further. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you able to understand all these three conditions, guys? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand all these three conditions? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand all these three conditions? Please do let me know. Great. Now we are going to represent. So up till now we have seen a for loop. If you guys remember it correctly, up till now we have seen a for loop. Okay. Now we are going to deal with another type of loop that is called as a while loop. Okay. So a while loop is, for example, when we were creating a for loop, if you guys remember when I was showing you how to create a for loop itself, do you guys remember, like we created a diagram like this? We said I is equals to 0, then at the entry itself it is basically checking that, okay, so the value of I should be less than n, it's only then it will be allowed inside the box, and then at the exit we are going to get the I plus plus right over here. The same thing that when we are building with a while loop. Okay, so in while loop we actually don't know how many times. Okay, a while loop is basically used, for example, for loop is used when you know exactly how many times you want a particular loop to operate. So I is equals to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, so you already know that, okay, so from I is equals to 0 to 10, so it will operate 10 times. But in linked list you don't know how many like elements, how many nodes are there inside of our linked list. Okay, we have no idea. We just know the, like, okay, so the current will start from head and it will go up till null. We don't know how many like elements or how many nodes are there inside of our like linked list. That is where you usually use while loop. So a while loop basically is again an entry control loop itself. Okay, so before entry it will basically check, okay, it will check whether curr is not equal to null. If curr is not equal to null, only then it will allow it to go inside the while loop, and then at the exit itself, it will just do curr is equals to curr can next. Okay, that is how while loop basically functions. Both for loop and while loop have a very similar like structure, as you are able to see. Okay, both are entry control loop itself, where at the entry the condition is basically checked, but while loop is basically used when you have no idea how many times your loop is going to get executed. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Yes, for unknown conditions. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, great. So now to write the code for while loop, let me just take up the black pen. Okay, so while, okay, you just write while, then the condition in parenthesis. So the condition that we want to put up is curr should not be equal to null. Okay, curr should not be equal to null right over here. Then inside of parenthesis we'll write our for loop itself. Okay, that is also pretty darn simple. We just have to do cout. less than curr ka data. That is what we want to do. Less than a space, so that there's some space as well. And after that, we want to shift our pointer to the next particular position. CUR, once we have printed out the data, we want to shift out our current pointer to the CURR, the next. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? This is how you are able to print a particular linked list. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. While loop doesn't contain increment or decrement operators. No, you can of course replace a for loop by a while loop and a while loop by a for loop as well. There's no like difference between them, but usually we prefer to use for loops when we know exactly how many times we need to run this loop, and we usually use while loop when we want, like, we have an uncertainty of how many times this will this loop execute. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? I cannot understand the second last line. Are you talking about this particular line, guys? Are you talking about this particular line? Please do let me know. Daksh Agrawal, are you talking about this particular line? Please do let me know. Yes, you can use endl at the end of count, but endl will shift the position to the next particular line. We don't want that. Okay. Okay, so basically what I've written right over here is exactly this particular statement: C out less than CURR ka data. Okay, that is, I want to print the data that is present for the current pointer. Okay, the current pointer, whatever node that is pointing to, I want to print out, see out the data of that. So the data basically is the number that it contains. Are you able to understand, Daksh? Please let me know. Daksh Agrawal, are you able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Guys, there are almost 200 of you live right now with us. Are you all able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you all able to understand this? There are almost 200 of you. I'm able to see only 10 people interacting with me. I want to see 200 yes. Okay, I want to see 200 yes. This is for shifting data. No, Daksh. This is for printing data. Okay, this is for printing. We are not shifting anything. We are printing the data. Our aim is to print the linked list. That is, print the data present in linked list. So you are our arrow data. That is, we have learned it yesterday. That brings out the data of the current node. Okay, guys, there are 200 of you live right now with us. I need to see 200 yes on my screen, guys. If you're not able to understand, ask. But if you are able to understand, write yes so that I'm able to see it. Okay, great. So let's go back to our coding and let's start coding the same. Let me just open up C++ online compiler. Right over here. Let's start writing the code itself. So let's remove this and bits slash stdc dot h. We are going to have using namespace std. We are going to remove the std from right over here. We don't require it. Now we are going to create our structure. Guys, do you remember how to create the structure for our node? Can somebody write the code for that in the live chat? How to create the structure for node? Can somebody write the code in the live chat, guys? Can somebody write the code in the live chat? Please do let me know. Can you write the code in live chat, guys? How to create the struct or the structure for node? Can somebody write the code in the live chat? The complete code, guys. The complete code. Okay, so Vivek has written half of it. Other half is still remaining, Vivek. Yes, so Sujal has written the exact right answer. That's great, Sujal. Keep on practicing. Okay, struct node, and we want to have, let's say, int data. We want to have node star next. We need to have a initialization as well. So node int x, and then we are going to have the data is equals to x, and we are going to have next is equals to null right over here. We need to put up the semicolon at the end. Sujal, did you put up the semicolon at the end? No. Sujal, please keep this into mind that when you are making the struct itself, at the end you need to put up a semicolon as well. Okay, so please keep that in mind, Sujal. Do not forget about it. We'll first create our new array, sorry, linked list itself that we are going to use. So node star head is equals to new nodes, need to have a space right over here, new node 10. Next we are going to have head, the next is equals to new node 20. I'm just going to copy paste this down below as well. Control C, Control V. Next, the next new node 30. Then we are going to again copy paste this as well down below. Control C, Control V. And we are going to have another next. And we are going to have the value as 40. So let's keep 10, 20, 30, 40. I think so that should be more than sufficient for right now. Once we have done that, then we are going to call our print list itself. So print list, and we are going to pass on our head pointer right over there. Now we need to create our print list function. So we are going to create Divesh Kumar. So we didn't get the link to join the class in our group. Divesh, can you tell me what is the Jivesh, can you tell me what is the name of your group? Jivesh, can you tell me what is the name of your WhatsApp group? Please do let me know. And right over here we are going to create our void print list function, and we are going to have node star head, and then node star curr is equals to head itself. Then we are going to have our while loop. Inside the while loop we are going to check curr not equal to null right over here. And along with that we are going to have our cout less than curr the data, and then we are going to have less than and the space right over here. After that we need to increment our current pointer to the next pointer. So curr is equals to curr the next right over here, and that's it. We have written all our code. Okay. Yes, sir. For Java Bootcamp, it was shared for today's. Yeah, for C++ Group 13, I also didn't got for linked list. Rather, for Java, we got. Okay, okay, no issues in that. So I will take up this particular fact and I will pass it on to our operations team so that they are able to handle this from the next class. I'm sorry for any kind of inconveniences that has been caused to you due to this, but nevertheless, we are going to have our classes on time. Okay, even though if you are not able to receive the right message due to some particular factor, I hope that you guys are subscribed to the channel, and if not, you can just like press the bell icon and that will basically send you the notifications every single time. You don't have to worry about it. But please guys, please be on time so that it's easier for us to explain stuff from the start itself. Okay, so we have created our entire stuff. Let's try to run this. Let's see if everything works properly or not. Okay, so we have got an error in the line 11. Okay, so what is the error that we did? Okay, we forgot to put up a semicolon right over here. No issues. Let us run this once again. uh print list is we are actually building it, like that is what we discussed, Neeraj, in the entire class itself. We discussed about how to create print list function. Okay, so that is a user defined function itself. Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, our code is working absolutely fine. We are getting 10, 20, 30 and 40 printed out on our screens. Okay, so are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. No, Neha, we cannot do that. Okay, we cannot do that. Okay. The next thing that we are going to see right now is how to insert an element at the beginning of a linked list. Okay, how to insert an element at the beginning of the linked list. Okay, that is what we want to understand. So let's try to understand that, guys. Okay, so what we want to do is we are given a linked list and we want to insert a new node at the beginning of the linked list itself. Let's try to explore how would that work. I'm so sorry. So right over here we are having 10, 20, 30, 40, and this is our linked list that has been given to us, and we'll be having null right over here, and we are having our head pointer here. What we want to do is we want to create a new array, okay, that is approximately the same as this particular array. So I will just Control C, Control V. I will just bring this down, and then I will just take up remove this from right over here. And our new array that we want to create is something like this. We want to insert a 0 right over here, and this would be from head, HEAD. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand our problem statement? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Deepak Kumar, as I previously stated, if you need to understand what's bits std c++.h, we have already put up an entire video of 5.5 hours that covers all these topics for you. Okay, so you can definitely go ahead and watch that video. You will be able to learn everything about that. Okay, so this is called as inserting an element at the beginning of a linked list. Okay, as simple as that. How can we proceed with this? Can somebody think about something? Can somebody think about something, guys? How can we proceed with this? Can somebody how tell me how, like, what is the only thing that is getting changed inside this particular linked list? Can you guys let me know that? What is the only thing that is getting changed inside this linked list? Can somebody let me know? Head. Okay, the only thing that is changing inside this entire process would be the head pointer itself. So whatever function that we are going to create, that needs to return the new head for us. Okay, that needs to return a new head for us. Okay, so let's say that let me take up a red pen. Okay, and the code that we are going to write is node star temp is equals to new node X. Okay, this is what we are writing right over here. Okay, node star temp is equals to new node X. Okay, and what we are going to do right now is we are going to write temp. So this will basically create a node. Okay, it will create a node and let's say 0. So instead of having X, like we will be having 0 right over there, and this will be pointing to temp right over here, and the next of this would be equal to null. Okay, the next of this particular node would be equal to null. Let me just like write this down in a very proper manner so that everybody is able to see this. Okay, so what we have done right over here is we have done node star temp is equals to new node 0. Okay, this is what we have done right over here. So this basically creates a new node called as temp, that is temporary pointer that we have created, that points to null and has the value 0 inside of it. Next, what we are going to do is now the next of this particular new node, the next of this particular new node should be equal to 10, guys. The next of this particular new node should be equal to 10. Am I right or wrong? The next of this particular new node should be equal to 10, guys. Am I right or wrong? Please do let me know. The next of this particular new node, that is temp node, should be equal to 10. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please do let me know. Yes. So what we are going to do is, as the next particular line of code, we are going to write temp. The next is equals to head. Okay, the next of temp should be equal to head, guys. Okay, so for that, what we are going to do is we are just going to remove this from right over here. We don't require this anymore. We will be removing this as well from right over here. We don't require this, and we are then going to create a line that is going to connect the next of 0 to 10. Okay, the next of 0 to 10. Okay, now this particular function needs to return the new head. Okay, can somebody let me know what is the new head, guys? If this particular function needs to return a new head, so the entire function would look something like this. So you are having, like, it is going to return us back the new head. So node star insert begin, and then it will basically take in the new like the head itself. So node star head right over here, comma int, and the new value X that you want to create. Okay, can somebody let me know what is the new head that it needs to return? So it needs to return something right over here. It needs to return something right over here. What is the new head, guys? That's absolutely right, guys. The new head is temp. Okay, the new head, as you're able to see, is temp right over here. That is now the reference to the new head. So instead of returning anything else, we can directly return temp from right over here. We can directly return temp from right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So what is segmentation fault? Again, Khushu Shorts, we have already posted it up on our YouTube channel for a 5.5 hour long video. You can definitely go through that video. You will be able to understand everything. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Temp is now the new head. Okay, temp is now the new head, so we are directly returning temp. Okay, we can also write temp as head ka next. Head ka next is 20, guys. Right now head ka next is 20. Okay, this is head ka next. This is not equal to temp. Okay, please remember that. Head refers to 10 right over here. Okay, okay, so now we are going to go back into our code and we'll be coding this entire thing right now. So let's go back. We are going to keep our void print list as well so that it's easy to print it out again. We are going to use the same particular list that we had used previously, and right now we are going to create our insert begin. Okay, we want to create our insert begin function. So we are going to insert 0 at the beginning, so it would be very easy. So head, the new head, is equals to insert begin begin, and we are going to provide it with the head, current head, and the value that we want to insert, that is head and 0. These are the two things that we are providing to this particular function, and whatever value, whatever node that it will be returning back to us, that will become our new head, and then we are going to use that new head and print it out using print list. So we are again going to go above and we are going to create our function right over here. Creating this function should be pretty easy. So void, and we are going to call it as sorry, not void, we are going to have node star, and then we are going to have it as insert begin. Okay, shit, what did I do? Insert begin begin. It will take in two parameters. Okay, the first parameter is node star head comma int x as well. Okay, that is the value that the new value of the node that you want to insert at the begin. Node star temp is equals to new node x right over here, and then you are having your temp car next is equals to head, and then you are having your return temp as the new head itself. So as you're able to see, we have created our insert begin function. We have called it right over here. Let's run this and check if everything is working properly or not. As you're able to see, after printing the new list out, we have inserted 0 at the start of the linked list itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? This is the exact same code that we talked about in Paint as well. I have not changed anything inside of it. But have you guys understood this? Please do let me know. Have you guys understood this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. Now we are going to have one more question inside of this, that is how to insert a new element at the end of a linked list. Okay, how to insert a new element at the end of a linked list, guys. Okay, so it would be very simple. Okay, it will be very simple. Just pay a bit of attention. So for example, let us take up this example itself. We are not going to change it. Let's remove the parts that we don't want inside of it. So let's remove this particular portion. Let's remove this particular portion. Let's remove this particular portion. Whatever things that we don't require, let's just remove that. Removing this entire portion from right over here as well. This entire portion from here and here. So right now we saw that how to insert a new element at the start of a linked list. Right now we are going to see how to insert a new element at the end of a linked list, guys. Okay, so we are going to see both of them right now. So let us keep the head right over here. We'll have the head here, and along with that, this is how we'll be inserting the new element. So this will be how the new list would look like. So you're having 50 and then null at the end, because if you want to insert at the end of the linked list. So this is the problem statement that has been given to us. Okay, this is the problem statement that has been given to us. Now the first particular thing is that if the entire linked list is empty, okay, the entire linked list is empty, we need to check for that particular condition. So if head is equals to null, okay, that means that there is no particular element present in our linked list. Okay, in that particular case, we just need to return, okay, we just need to return the head pointer and nothing else. Okay, we just need to return the head pointer and nothing else. That is basically return the new node. Okay, new node x. Okay, That is what we need to do. Because if there is no element present in our linked list, if there was no element present in our linked list, if we are inserting any element at the end, that basically means you want to return the new node itself. Okay, you don't need to create a new node for x, that is x and then null, and that is what you want to return. Are you guys able to understand this particular condition? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this particular condition? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? So that new node will become your head. Are you guys able to understand this particular condition? Please do let me know. If there is no element, if there is no node present inside the linked list, okay, then you just have to return the you have to create a new node and just return that as your head node itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Okay, so let's start by writing this particular first part of the question. So we are going to have your head is equals to insert end. We are going to insert our head, comma 50. Okay, we want to insert the value of 50 at the end of the linked list. We are going to start writing our code for the same as well. Again, node star insert end right over here. Okay, and again it is going to take up node star head comma int x inside, and we are going to check if head is equals to null. In that particular case, we are directly going to return new node x. Okay, we are just directly going to n node should be capital, so n should be capital. So new node x, that is what we are going to return back. Now if there is any element present in the array, if there is any type of element that is present in the array, what should we do? So we want to insert a new element. We want to insert 50 as a new element inside our linked list. Okay, so at what position would I be inserting that particular like at what particular node will I be inserting my particular 50, the new 50 I will be inserting at this particular node? Can somebody let me know? Can somebody let me know, guys? Guys, can somebody let me know this? At what particular position or what particular node will I be inserting my new 50, guys? Can somebody let me know? At the end, that is 40. Okay, 40 as a node, I need to get the access. I need to reach 40 right over here, so that my CURR should be equal to 40, so that I'm able to insert a node after that. Without the access to this 40, I'm not able to insert a new node. So I want to travel in such a way, I want to traverse this particular array linked list in such a way that I end up at 40. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. I need the access to this 40 so that I'm able to add the new element at the end of the array. Now to be able to reach here by traversing the linked list, what type of condition should I put so that I'm able to do that? That's absolutely clever, guys. That is CURR next should be equal to null. Okay, if in the condition, okay, so the while statement while traversing, so WHILE, while statement while traversing should be equal to CURR, the next should not be equal to null. In that particular case, traverse further. Okay, in that particular case, traverse further right over there. Okay, so in this particular case, our CURL will come at the last particular node that is present inside our linked list. Okay, the last particular node that is present inside our linked list, and for that we'll be doing CURR is equals to CURR the next. Okay, we just want to traverse it. Okay, we just want to traverse it till we are able to get the value. Okay, till we are able to get the value. So it's pretty simple, guys. We just have to write right over here. Okay, we just have to write right over here. While, okay, first of all we need to create our CURR, so we have to write node star curr is equals to head, so we'll be starting from the very first position. Then we are going to have while condition curr the next should not be equal to null right over here, and inside of that we'll be iterating further on. Curr is equals to curr the next. Once we have reached the last particular, so after coming out of this particular for loop, we will be reaching out to 40. That is our last node that is present inside of our linked list. So we'll just be putting up curr the next is equals to new node x right over here. And then we'll be return head. Okay, we are just going to return with the head itself, and that's it. So if we are running this particular line of code, if we are running this particular insert at the end as well, we should be able to get the right answer. Let's just check that out. So as you're able to see, we are getting 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 50 as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this code? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this particular code, guys? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this particular code? Please do let me know. Okay, great. So we'll stop right over here. I will show you the attendance for today. Give me a second. Forms. Let us open this up. We need for C++. Give me a second, guys. We need to create it for day 6. We need to create for day 6. Your while loop condition must not be correct. I think so, Gaurav. Okay, just check your while loop condition. It should be not equal to null. Okay, please check that. Should be not equal to null, not equal to null. Please check that. Okay. Let's send this out for day 6. URL copy. QR code generation right over here. Control B. Download. Day 6. AUG. Load. This is the QR code right over here. Please scan this up, and that would be it for today's class. Okay. Thank you so much, Neha. But yeah, we have a lot of different boot camps that we have, so we have to place it up for 7 days itself. So can you make any video of Photoshop too? Sure, Daksh Agrawal, if it would be possible, we will definitely try to do that as well. Okay. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. We'll meet tomorrow again at the same time. Please be on time, and we'll continue from right over there. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.